Catch any ghosts today, girl? Oh, look who it is. You are a cute little shapeshifter, are you not?
The second Bloodgate. I should warn you, Hunter. You may find the trial ahead more difficult than I originally let on. The gods will push you harder, and you might very well fail.
And if I do?
You dust yourself off and you get back in there. Or you train, rethink your approach, and come back later, when you feel ready.
And what if I am hurt? Or worse still, what if something happened to Charlie?
Neither of you will be harmed, dear. That's not what this is about. The Elder Gods want to see what you're made of, but they're not out to get you. Well, except Chthon, but you already knew that.
Then I should make an attempt while I am here.
I'm sure you'll be fine. Just enjoy yourself. You're the only one getting an opportunity like this.
I will do my best.
Oh, and Hunter? I should mention, you'll only be able to make one attempt at the trials per night. Even the old gods grow weary of their children eventually. Good luck. When many of the Elder Gods were corrupted and became what we would call demons, the god Atum, born from Gaia herself, was set upon these monsters. In that sense, the two of you have had a shared purpose. Fight well, Hunter, and he may just honor you with his blessing.
Now that was something. I'm impressed. You were too weak for this fight. Leave some for the rest of us. We cannot possibly match your strength. Must really want me out of the picture.
Atum was unleashed and made quick work of the demons, but in the process, he became something of a monster himself. He even became known as the Devil.
This is a cautionary tale. Your timing could use some work. mother abandoned you. There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards for her minions. That time has clearly passed. The only one left standing.
Just imagine how much more difficult this would be if Charlie wasn't there to join you. I think you owe her a treat after this.
Will carry you onward. Let us see if they have an answer for this. You have earned this! Feel my call. Once again, Lilith's servants fall. Return to your mother. The advantage is mine. Hardly a scratch.
I think Blade is honestly jealous that you're getting this extra training in. And with live targets, too.
You were unprepared. Back into the fray. Pathetic. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. I'm impressed. That was your one chance.
If that doesn't make an impression on Atum, I don't know what will. Good work, Hunter.
Looks like it belongs.
With Atum's help, you shouldn't have any trouble uncovering the more elusive elements hidden throughout the grounds. Why don't you try out his blessing on that stone over there? Try using your new word of power on that stone over there.
The son of Gaia approves. Atum, show me the way. Something terrible happened here. This area, it feels wrong somehow. I sense an old suffering.
Members of the local coven were persecuted here. And worse.
Witches?
Salem's history with witches may have been distorted over the years, but some things are true. The witches of Salem did their best to thwart Shaw, but he rallied his congregation against them. The catalyst of the infamous Salem witch trials. When the Coven called out in distress, it was Lilith and Sarah who came to their aid.
They came all the way from Transia with the Abbey to help a group they had never met?
You may not believe it, but I'm sure you would have done the same. Isn't that why the Sons are here today? Aside from that, your mother and Sarah both saw the signs of Chthon's influence. They knew there was more happening in Salem than the persecution of witches.
Chthon's corruption had taken root in the New World just like the colonists themselves.
And while Lilith and Sarah were still preoccupied in Transia, they entrusted one of the moon seals to the Knights of Wondergore, who brought it to the Coven with the hope that its power would reinforce them enough to deal with Shaw.
But that is not what happened.
Unfortunately, no. When the plague came to Salem, the same one that afflicted your father, Shaw used it to further agitate his flock by placing the blame squarely on the Coven.
And the witches?
The mob was vicious. And the rest is history.
But what about the Moon Seal?
After the trials, the Moon Seal vanished along with Shaw. Without drawing any conclusions, I think we can both guess where it went.
If this was his church, then it is possible the seal is still here, or somewhere nearby.
You read my mind. Good hunting, dear.
This must be Shaw's study. She believes in our purpose. like anything I have seen on the grounds before.
And yet, it's familiar somehow.
Like the wards of protection that Wanda invoked to protect Dr. Strange's sanctum?
Very perceptive, dear. Maybe you should approach the good doctor and see if he has any insights. And Hunter, be circumspect. Dr. Strange is no fool.